Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a little negative there of 4 yards. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
The pass.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run a little bit more later in the game.
They'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, you're going to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop. He heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
An 8-yard loss.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line. So here are the Seahawks now with a long field in front of them. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they get to him at about the 33. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice little juke. A 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Oh, he's getting the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Don't stop that motor.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
And a yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Rams nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
red zone now. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Back to throw again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Rams' 5-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
They certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just...
And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They're staring at 2 touchdown deficit, 14-0 score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense.
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. This offense finds finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 on the Seahawks 20.
2nd and 2. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And sacked.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, this
What's
is
going on?
it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is it blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down at the 28.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Rams 3.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made him kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And they'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Phillips. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Rams' 43-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks first down.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. On the move to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A 22-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Seattle.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, Elam. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 5-yard pickup.
And to give this time to the 10.
That doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with. Series to series, play to play.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he slings one that's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Fair catch made at the 37-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Set him back 5. Of what they needed, now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
4-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And taken right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks take back over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Steps away. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
He's taken down.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Disley, the tight end. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
4th down. Sanders on for the field.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17. Rams 3. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Rams 3.
And here now the offense heading back out there.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The tackle.
Throughout my career here, defensive coach always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
48-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That is here on 3rd. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Seahawks on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked. A fumble.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now left side on a swing pass. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the inlet, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
7-yard line.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out
up to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down. Back
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. To his left. Yeah, he's going to keep it here. Open space inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Gun now on 3rd down. This will be about the 5. Well, the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. The gain of 5 that time. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Good. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now Bolden on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll keep it on the ground. Elam. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Seahawks, a win will come to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.